This type of injury is caused by something such as an accident after birth and is not caused by something genetic or an inherent disease. Some traumatic incidents has occurred to cause this injury type. The consequences of this injury can be severe, and Acquired Brain Injury Ireland have a number of services which can assist people. Traumatic brain injury. This can be caused by an external mechanical force leading to temporary or permanent impairments in cognitive, physical, and psychosocial functions. Brain aneurysm, also named a cerebral aneurysm, can be discovered through imaging tests. It concerns a blood vessel bulge. Brain tumour. This occurs when cells grow abnormally on the brain to form an area or lump. Acquired hydrocephalus. This can be caused by disease or injury and involves abnormal cerebrospinal fluid which has gathered within the ventricles or cavities of the brain. Hydro is the Greek word for water. Law of negligence. Negligence occurs where one person owes a duty of care to another. Examples are one road user to another, a doctor to a patient, an employer to an employee. In Livre Vive Gould, 1893, 1 QBD 491, Lord Esher stated that the question of liability for negligence cannot arise at all until it has been established that the man who has been negligent owed some duty to the person who seeks to make him liable for his negligence. A man is entitled to be as negligent as he pleases towards the whole world if he owes no duty to them. There must be a breach of this duty. The exact breach must have caused the damage. The harm must be foreseeable. In Pertil 5 Athlone UDC it was stated, when the danger is reasonably foreseeable, the duty to take care to avoid injury to those who are proximate, when their proximity is known, is based upon the duty that one man has to those in proximity to him to take reasonable care that they are not injured by his acts. The Personal Injuries Assessment Board, PIAB, is an independent Irish state body that deals with personal injury claims. PIAB does not determine liability or fault. Its function is limited to valuing the injury based on medical evidence and the personal injuries guidelines. Once a personal injury claim is formally lodged with the Personal Injuries Assessment Board, PIAB, the next steps are largely driven by the respondent, the person or organisation the claim is being made against. The respondent is then given a statutory period, typically 90 days, to decide whether they will consent to PIAB assessing the claim. If they consent to the Injuries Board assessing the matter, the respondent, the person or organisation the claim is made against, must pay €1,200 as a fee to the Injuries Board to assess the claim. Notice of assessment. If the Injuries Board are dealing with the matter, at the conclusion of the process a notice of assessment will issue, which sets out the compensation they have assessed for the injury. The respondent has 21 days to accept the assessment, and you, the applicant, has 28 days. Court process. If both parties concerned in the case don't agree on the Injuries Board assessment, or the Injuries Board do not assess the matter, then the matter cannot conclude and the matter may have to proceed to court. Drivers must pay compulsory insurance cover in Ireland. Sometimes the driver does not have insurance, and in this circumstance, compensation for victims of uninsured drivers is tasked to the Motor Insurers Bureau of Ireland. We assist clients with cases from the start to finish, preparing and submitting the PIAB application, gathering evidence and expert reports, representing our client in court, if necessary, and dealing with any negotiations. If you have any questions, our contact details are 01 54611121 or 052 6121999. Or our email address is info@clearysolicitors.com, personal injuries. In contentious business, a solicitor may not calculate fees or other charges as a percentage or proportion of any award or settlement.